It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme tonight. It's the Washington Commanders and the Kansas City Chiefs. All that and more coming up next.
One of the best smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson up here in the booth. Greg, we've looked at this matchup, talked about the offenses, the defense. It feels like a tight one, and usually what does that mean? Special teams could be a big factor in who gets out of here with the double.
Each week when we come into these games, Mike, we probably do a disservice to just the importance of how much special teams plays a factor in deciding the outcome of these games. And you're exactly right. When teams find themselves very similar on offense, very similar on defense, all the metrics, all the stats, can you find an advantage, even the slightest one, in the kicking game, the return game, generate a turnover or a big kick return? Sometimes that little slight advantage is all you need to tip the scales in your favor.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense is going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jayden Daniels.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jayden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays. But he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects, he's got a chance not to have just success today. He has a chance to have success for a long time in this league.
Second down and 8. Man in motion is Brown. They'll go again with Robinson. And it'll be brought down shy of the 35, but that is good enough to move the sticks.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. And the Commanders' first down.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Daniels gonna throw again. And they're gonna track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing now, Daniels. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Mike, living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. A fair catch signal and taken at about the 18-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
I'll tell you what, Mike, we have a blast every week doing this, but when we get our assignments and we see this guy on deck, it just gets a little bit more special. I mean, to witness firsthand one of the greatest, one of the most transcendent players of all time at the quarterback position, you just know when he's on the field, you're likely to witness something special, and needless to say, I think we're all pretty excited for this one.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. To look underneath and find P-Rock. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Now, Mahomes. That's hauled in at the 2. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Who wants it more here? 4th and goal from the 1. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. Mahomes now to throw again. That one taken in. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick six the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to see the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7 0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw is Daniels. That's caught by Eckler.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Play action. Here's Daniels. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game that allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
On the give, it's Robinson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Another run here for Robinson. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Here's Tress Way now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Chiefs offense ready to take over for their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They'll run it here. It's Samaje Perine. And he gets this up close to the 40. Deron Payne there for the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. Mahomes back to the outside. Catch made by Worthy. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
A short one caught by Kelce. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Now he'll run. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. So after 1, it's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Throwing now, Mahomes. Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Throwing is Daniels. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and That play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Here's the punter now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a toss to Pacheco. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan of the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the 1st down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. That is caught. It is Hopkins. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
3rd and 5. Here's Mahomes. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. 11 yards as they move the chains.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation.
Dan Quinn wants a second opinion here, and he has thrown the challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So a smart decision on the defensive side to use the challenge here. This winds up as an incomplete pass. On fourth down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. This from 30 yards out. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to get back to work. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A give, and here comes Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Here's their punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Chiefs offense getting set to get back to work. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. A 1st down throw for Mahomes. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Frankie Louvu there to make the play defensively.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Commanders' offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Michael Dana brings him down. Here's a 2nd and 9. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he's going to be very close to a 1st down. That's a good run there. Maybe just a couple of feet short.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. We'll mark him up at the 39-yard line.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. The motion man here is McClure. And a nice defensive play there coming through to make the play in the backfield. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
That is fielded at the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs offense about ready to take over once more. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He runs with it. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Mahomes now on second down. This caught right side by Worthy. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
First down throw, Mahomes on the move past the 40. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. The throw on the run is complete. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and
he is in. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs move further out in front. It is now 17-0. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. A pass complete to Noah Brown. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
On first down, Daniels. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Here's 2nd and 2. Daniels now going to look to throw. That's complete. John Bates, the tight end. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter. Austin Seibert now for this field goal try. This one from 52 yards away. Seibert's kick is good. And the Commanders are finally on the board. It's 17-3.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Just 1 second remaining in this 1st half, and they will kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime reports. We were treated to an excellent 1st half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
All right, Coach, 2nd half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this complete. That's the tight end, Noah Gray. A gain there of 10 yards. And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up 1st down.
And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Jonathan Allen, the big man from the interior, with the stop. On second down, Mahomes. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the carry is P-Ron. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw on second down. He's got it at about the 8. And he's into the end zone. Travis Kelsey. Touchdown, KC. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Butker now for the point after. He's got it. And the Chiefs extend to a 24-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Now Daniels. That one secured by the tight end Bates. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Throwing again, Daniels. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. A nice throw by the rookie from LSU. And he's got his team a first down.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these first downs and go finish with 6.
Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Second and a yard. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball.
And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
They'll run. It's Eckler. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3. Third and goal. Third and goal. It's Daniels. It is brought in the end zone. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Washington.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Austin Seibert now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Commanders are able to cut into the deficit.
Commanders 10.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. We've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. first and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Once again, it's Pacheco. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that gain to nothing.
On third down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
To the air again is Daniels. That's caught by Eckler. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
We'll give it to Eckler on the option. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
The Commanders set to kick this one away. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. As we look back at some of the highlights in this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
On first down, it's Mahomes. To the outside, catch made by Hopkins.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Open man downfield. It's DeAndre Hopkins with the grab. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
Not much develops there. He'll get this to about the 43. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. Man in motion is Brown. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. Right back to Kelce again. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw again. That is caught to the goal line and in. Travis Kelsey. Touchdown, Chiefs. That his second touchdown tonight. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game. Yeah,
and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Daniels to throw on second down. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks, and at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Daniels gonna throw again. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
Second and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Going right sideline and complete. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. That one good for 26 yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's first and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
They'll run with Robinson. Powering forward. He's in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Here's Seibert now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Commanders are able to edge a bit closer.
Commanders 17.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Hardman now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense. And Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's taken in. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They face 2nd down and 7. Daniels now going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
Quickly to the outside and complete. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Commanders first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they
nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. That is Mike Dana working his way in there to record the sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Second and 6 coming up. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll air one out, and that is incomplete. Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver, and it'll be third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end, and at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch, stays in bounds, and he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
The crowd at Arrowhead roaring. Here's third down. Throwing again. Daniels. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most. And I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. Give him 19 yards as they get the 4th down conversion.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones,
and this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Important spot here for the Commanders as they will go for 2. Man in motion is Brown. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. That'll be caught. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. A 1-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick. Not much of a chance.
The Chiefs offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they'll take this down inside the 35. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Pacheco. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.